Hi, my name is Willie. Grew up in Durban. I'm 26 years old. I did gap year in 2008 and then went and studied in Stellenbosch, and now I'm back in Jbay working for church.
And my name is Nel, Nelleke. I did the gap year in 2007 and 2008, that's where we met. And then fell in love. And we got married 2012, almost 5 years ago. And it's awesome, right? Good.
Okay, so 2.5 years into being married, we decided that we were going to try and have a baby. This was around May 2014, and we started trying, and nothing was really happening. So we were a little bit like, okay, what now? And then Nell was talking to her parents, and they also mentioned that her brother was struggling to fall pregnant, him and his wife. So they mentioned that her brother had cystic fibrosis, and that was in the family. So we decided to consult a doctor just to be safe. And it had already been a year that we hadn't fallen pregnant. So we wanted to see, why is that also happening? So we went to see a specialist in PE, and he did some blood tests on Nell, and then he saw that Nell had the cystic fibrosis gene, and then he needed to test me to see if I had the same gene, because if we both had a cystic fibrosis gene, then our child would have a 25% chance of having cystic fibrosis, and then only have a life expectancy of about 20 years.
It runs in my family. My cousin passed away from it, so we knew that it was very serious.
Yeah.
And can't play around with it.
Yeah, so obviously they needed to then test me to see if I had the gene as well, which I then did. I had the cystic fibrosis gene, which meant that if we were to have a baby, it would have 25% chance of having cystic fibrosis, but only very mild, pretty much non-existent form of cystic fibrosis. So obviously we were very relieved by this, and then once we found out that it was safe, then we continued to try. I went in for further tests on my sperms, and Nell went for further tests on her ovulation cycle, and the doctor found that she wasn't ovulating regularly, and I had an inordinate amount of sperms apparently, so they were all a bit clumsy and getting in each other's way. So a combination of those two things meant that we couldn't, it was just difficult for us to fall pregnant. 2016, this year, beginning of the year, we decided to try insemination.
I think we put all our hope in that, actually, that we were convinced it was going to work, and then it didn't. And I think then we hit a bit of a low, because we'd run out of money. I think we'd run a little bit out of encouragement.
We got to a place where we realized we didn't really believe some of the things that we thought we did about God and His character and His nature. And when God says He's a good God and He's a faithful God, it's one thing to say that, but to actually live it is another story, especially when things aren't going your way.
And I think we really confused His goodness with what He gives us, but not His character.
I just realized that I didn't really trust God. I sang it, and I said it, and I declared it, and I preached it, but I don't think I fully trusted God.
This was our biggest heart desire.
This was something that was so close to our hearts, and we wanted so bad, and it's almost like our hands were so tightly clung to this heart's desire that God was like, you're going to have to give it to me.
I think for me, even in the journey, when we had just done the 2 inseminations and it didn't work, that was for me was really my lowest point. I think especially as a woman, and you see friends around you having babies, and you're very happy for them. I've always been very happy and not not jealous, just sad. I knew I had to be a mom one day. I just knew that in my heart. And it's so frustrating if you just feel that and you have such a big desire. And I think most women have that desire in their heart, and there's just nothing you can do about it anymore. I was trying to create his promise for me. So I tried so hard and I did everything to just make sure that I could be a mom. Yeah, he really actually just put a piece in my heart to just trust him and to lay it down. And laying down didn't mean now let go of the promise that I gave you or let go of a heart desire. He just really told me to lay down my control over his promise for me.
We were trusting in man and we were trusting in ourselves and trying to make a plan. God almost had to get me to a place to say, listen, you need to trust me. So I'm the one that's going to give you peace and joy, and I'm going to make sure there's hope in your heart. And I just have to trust him. And then he said to me, do you know what trust is? And I was like, kind of. So God showed me that trust is accepting the worst possibility as a possibility. And that was tough for me to accept the fact that I might not have children. I didn't want to accept that. I didn't want to settle for that. Yeah. And I think the hardest part for me was when I would come home and my wife would be laying there crying. And I'd have to look at her and be like, as a man, you just want to make a plan and you want to fix it and you want to do something. But I felt like powerless. I just felt like I couldn't do anything. I couldn't fix this. And she was upset, and nothing I would say would help. And nothing anyone would say would help. It's just like we had to just deal with something with us and God. And that's what I'm so grateful for, because I think something that happened in our relationship with God could never have happened if we didn't go through this. And then we just said, okay, we're just going to take a break from trying to do this thing, and we're just going to enjoy life. And we almost felt this weight fall off of us, this weight of every month, at that time of month, we're like holding thumbs and almost putting our hopes up, and we just relaxed. And it's like God just said, just be who you are, just enjoy me, enjoy what I'm doing in your lives, and be present. And we were present and just enjoyed life. And then we got invited to Joel and Rachel's wedding in Mallorca, and God just provided supernaturally for that whole thing. And we ended up going, and it seems like Mallorca magic led to us falling pregnant. We didn't expect it at all. We went on holiday, and when we came back, we were in a worship service. I just showed me a picture, and it was Nel laying in a hospital bed, and then she had a little baby with her, and I was like standing there, just like complete awe. And then she handed me the baby, and I just remember looking at the face and being like, wow, And then the Holy Spirit just said to me, put your hand on your wife's stomach. And I just, all got close to me and put my hand on the stomach. And little did I know that she was pregnant at the time. And the Holy Spirit was just kind of telling me, that you're going to have a child. And we stood on that, and God said to us, before you'll have children, you'll be debt free. And then she got an opportunity to work in Holland as a hairdresser for a month. Came back and then paid off probably about 80% of our debt.
We also got blessed with money in Holland, so we could pay even more of our debt off.
And then the one morning...
on my birthday, actually.
It was on her birthday, And now sent me on WhatsApp while I was at church. And she's like, well, someone just paid off the rest of our debt. So we were debt free, and that's also.
And it was all this happened in a month's time. So all our impossibilities just were sorted out.
Debt we've been walking with for about 3 years, and then trying for a baby for the same amount of time. Within a month, Nell was pregnant, debt was paid off. So Nell is now 12 and a half weeks pregnant, and baby scans are perfect, and the doctor was super happy at 12 weeks with the baby, and we're very excited to be parents. And we know this little guy or girl has got a massive call on their life, because the enemy has tried to take and steal and destroy. But Yeah, I'm super excited.
Yeah.